Alright, so I'm here with a Jeff guide today, I think. I'm a Psylocke main, but yeah, so no, wait, my bad. I feel like doing a Cloak and Dagger. Alright, so we're gonna be doing, what do you call it? We're gonna be doing a Cloak and Dagger guide today. Um, let's get into it. Alright, so she's 3-star difficulty. Um, Definitely top 3 most fun healers in the game to play right now. And yeah, she's uh, definitely a good character in all aspects, if you know what I mean. And yeah, let's get right into it. So so remember,
Get ready.
there's one thing
Here
to
come the
remember when
bad
you're playing
guys.
Cloak and Dagger. Let's just go over her basic thing. Her left shift is gonna be
Lights out.
just swapping between Cloak and Dagger.
Now time to
Dagger's the
shine.
snowbunny, and what's his name? Cloak is the like nonchalant 6-foot dreadhead. So just make sure you remember that. Cloak does damage and Dagger is healing. So yeah, just remember that. Okay, we're gonna go over Dagger first. Dagger's primary fire. She shoots like a little light dagger, and she heals enemies with it. Or I mean, she heals teammates with it. The lock on-ish kind of. And she has 12 before she has to reload. Reload animation's pretty quick. And for enemies too, it kind of locks on. Definitely not. You do not want to be using this mainly. Like this is not her main attack. For farther away, this is good. But when it comes to close range, you always want to be using Cloak, which we'll get into a little bit later. So yeah, heals teammates. Not too strong of a heal, but I mean it still works. So yeah. The next thing we're gonna get into is her right click, or her alternate fire. She shoots out I don't know what that was. She shoots out a little healing bubble, and it grants healing over time to everyone who's inside of it. So you really want to pay attention to that whenever you're playing her. Just like either tell your teammates. Hopefully, if you're playing with a mic, if you're playing competitive, I'm praying you play with a mic. That's really hypocritical because I do not play with a mic in com. But yeah, hopefully you're playing with a mic. So just tell them like your shield bubble and just stay inside of it. Or if you really want to like meet ride, then you can just like fall behind them and kind of just shoot at them there. All right. So yeah, really good overall, and it heals definitely her best healing kit. And the only thing that she can heal herself with, it's going to be really crucial for your last minute combos that we get into later. All right, now we're gonna get into her, her, I don't know what you guys have it as. E probably, I'm pretty sure that's the default. I have it as side mouse button. So she shoots out like a little beam that passes through allies and enemies, I guess, and it just grants them slight healing over time. So, like say if you're just like spam healing someone, then what do you call it? You can just like this, or if you're chain pushing them, you can just go behind them. And yeah, it's pretty good overall, and it goes with a straight line. You can't curve it or anything. But yeah, pretty self-explanatory there. Another thing I forgot to mention is I do not believe there is any damage drop-off with Dagger, so make sure you go crazy. And then yeah, so let's just get straight into Cloak. All right. For Dagger, there isn't really a damage drop off, and for Cloak, his primary fire is max around 15 to 18 meters, and it's just kind of like Wander's Soul Suck. It's just the same right thing. That's all you're really doing. You're just like giving him dark energy or something like I don't know what he's putting on him, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Very extremely nonchalant character, of course. I really like every time I look in the mirror. Sometimes I feel like I'm playing Marvel Riders because he just resembles me so much. But yeah, I get into his alternate fire now, which is what do you call it? He just cloaks him and everyone around him, like teammates, for a little bit of time. I took off cooldowns, by the way. It's not infinite. But yeah, and you can move up and down with it, and you are completely invulnerable. You need to remember that, completely invulnerable. So when you're playing Cloak and Dagger, please do not blame your DPS if you are not doing this and like covering them because they died to an Iron Man ult. They should not be done to an Iron Man ult if you're on objective with them. You just pop this and you're invulnerable. See, that's a big word. I actually graduated from Harvard back inside '06, but I mean, what y'all know about that, But yeah, really nice and simple thing, but it takes a while to master. Say you're getting touched by a Thor or something, which is normally what happens when you play Cloak and Dagger. So you can just TP up here, and you can get back to sucking his whatever you suck from him. Alright, so let's get into his E or his side mouse button for me. Is just like Cloak, you're gonna notice he shoots out a wall too, but what it does, it damages and what do you call it?
Another one gone dark.
It blinds them, right? Like I don't know how to explain it. If you ever played Valorant and you know Omen's blind compared to other blinds or like Sky's blind, like it or Reyna's blind, you just get like a paranoia type of effect. Like you can see like I think around 5 meters in front of you, but other than that you're completely blind, and it doesn't last too long. As you can see. So again, really good for positioning. In my opinion, the best time to use his wall is either when you're really like focusing someone, or if someone's pushing you. It's so good to just pop it, and then like your teammates around them, they can't see what's going on. They're tanked. They're gonna have to push back. Like shoot. All right. Or they're just going to get obliterated by your teammates because they might just run straight into your back line. Alright, so for their ultimate, okay, it's going to be hard to explain. So you dash 3 times where you don't click. When you click Q once, and you start dashing. And you dash inside of whatever direction you're pointing at 3 times. And this is OP. If you stand on this, any enemies will take damage, and anytime you get hit, you'll be like instantaneously healed. And it's not just like a mantis or something. Like I'm saying, like dude, if you pop it, it doesn't matter if there's 3 punishers using their ults and focusing your head. The whole thing. I'm pretty sure its healing is like 600 per half a second. It's really strong. So yeah, the really strong ult. It's not, you can stack it, I mean, just by going inside the circle like this. This is more like, I don't know, just for like, here's the problem, alright, low elo, I'm not gonna act like your teammates are actually gonna stand inside of it, because most players don't understand what it does, especially since the game is still relatively new. But, yeah, there's not really much you can do about it, but yeah, that's the basics behind how it works, and you can use that with your team. To really shut down the site. Again, support ults, in my opinion, are the strongest ults in the game right now. Like all of them, except for Rockets. Rockets can use a buff. Because compared to Mantis and Luna Snows, bro, he's not really doing much. So let's get into playstyle. So play back line, of course. Please do not be that Mantis that goes 1 in 20 and pushes into the front line, thinking that they're Spider-Man or something, or a tank. Don't be that person. Sit inside the back line. But stay close to your DPSs, because it goes tank DPS you, or sometimes it's DPS tank you, and because you want to be able to heal them, but also effectively if there's an Iron Fist fisting doing something to you in your back line, then you can like push into your middle line and your DPS can take care of them. The best thing to do when you're playing is just stay behind your tanks and heal. That's literally all your job is. And pop your screens. Like imagine these are my allies, and just make sure they stay alive for as long as possible. Now, if there's a player who's low or half, or you feel like your tank is at max HP and you're pushing someone, then it might be time to switch into Cloak and do like some like harass that little the player a little bit. And maybe if your teammates are getting in like a sticky situation and you can't heal them fast enough, pop your thingy, and you can rotate out with them. Remember, you don't carry them. That whatever if they move out of your thingy, dang, that sucks. But yeah, and then you know when you're in a fight, just make sure you pop it. And yeah, that's pretty much the basic play style for when you're.